and then in turn disrupting local companies, it doesn't have to be celebrated. Yeah, it should be fought, or at the very least, people should be educated that that's the case.
He's trying to make statements that also look after his brand in the arrival of something new. That is a battle. And I think he's doing a relatively good job of it. And
it's hugely important that Australian business people are on the front foot and fighting their corner, yes, using the media in order to do that. There's nowhere near enough Australian business people that do it.
Let's have a look at what Harvey's competitors are doing. If you walk into JB Hi-Fi, you'll be likely to be blinded by yellow sales signs. They also own The Good Guys, and all its ads are sale-obsessed too.
At The Good Guys, we're slashing prices during Kitchen and Laundry Week.
Kitchen and Laundry Week, not a real week. Can't wait for Kitchen and Laundry Week. I wonder what presents I'm getting for Kitchen and Laundry Week. Oh, then it's Toilet and Dunny Week. I love Toilet and Dunny Week. Cam, is that the future? Sales all year round?
No, it's not. I think sales and sales messaging is really just about generating traffic. So it's sort of like shouting out the front of your store, trying to get people to come in. But the reality of it is you can't be on sale across every product every day of the year because you would have to close your doors. And I think that's... In terms of messaging, Amazon does actually work on price perception. So yes, they are cheaper than the retail offerings like Harvey Norman, but they're not cheaper across everything. And so where they draw you in is by offering really cheap prices on a particular product and then actually collecting information about you to then retarget you with other product offerings at better profits.
So it's a deliberate retail strategy, though. It's called EDLP, which is everyday low prices. And then you educate the consumer that it is everyday low prices. So you are, in effect, on sale all the time, certainly in the eyes of the consumer. So JB Hi-Fi, awesome at it. When we say lowest prices are just the beginning, we know who that is. It's a very, very... It doesn't sound clever, but actually it is, because you just get that continuous sale.
But there is a saying that if something's always on sale, it was never on sale. And it's pretty common knowledge that most people mark up the prices to mark them down and talk about a regular price. Because a sale is based on two things. Urgency, this sort of false belief that if you don't get it now, within this time period that's being advertised, that it will go back to regular price. More often than not, there is no regular price. And the other thing is bait and switch. And a lot of these companies, including Harvey Norman, have been in issues with the ACCC over bait and switch, which is advertise a really low price, and then you come into the shop and it's just not available. And then what happens? There's an upsell to something else. Now, that's illegal, but it happens.
Plenty of retailers advertise click and collect, which allows you to pay for your goods online and then pick them up in store. Convenient. Australia Post has just launched Shipster, where you eliminate online shopping costs by paying a membership fee. Sounds shiphouse. Amazon Prime promises same-day delivery. Russell, who wins the shipping wars?
I'm not sure who wins the shipping wars. There is something, though, about Australia which I think is different, that we don't necessarily acknowledge. We're not America. We don't have the density of population. We, 5 major cities, incredible distance between our cities. Australia Post has delivered to us for decades, 100 years. So if you want me to back someone, I'd say it's Shipster. They'll do it because they've got the infrastructure existing. They know that Amazon is coming. That creates a competitive tension. That's why they've created this new product.
This is the most interesting point about Amazon to me, is that ultimately they're really not a retailer, they're a logistics company. And that's actually what they're good at. So if they can solve what businesses in Australia have been trying so hard to do for the last 10 to 15 years, it would be amazing. Yeah. So whether or not they can, I think, because some very smart people put their heads to it, and you still can't get overnight delivery in some parts of Australia.
But maybe Australia is more like Canada. So when Amazon moved into Canada, so it's not that far away from the US, they've had nowhere near the impact that they have in the US. It's like 1% of total sales. So, in the US, they've got 43% of online sales, and online sales is like 15% of total sales. So we sort of expect that is what's going to happen when they come here. But it may well be more like Canada.
The reason shipping is so important is because the research is pretty clear. 30% of people will ditch their virtual shopping cart once they get to the shipping section because it's either too expensive or too difficult to do. And